Greetings, one and all. It is I. Welcome back to the shed for everybody that's tuning in. Running a few trains today. Got my shirt on. I like trains. And why not? Beautiful Easter Sunday. For those who are religious, happy Easter. And if you're not, happy Easter anyway. That's it. Get my strings straightened out. These are just for the classes, so I don't lose them. Oh, there we go. All right. What am I running today? I have a is that a peppercorn A2 with the lovely name on it, Sugar Palm. It should be coming past you right now. Yeah, in Grizzly. What do you call that? Apple green. Hello, Chris. Nice to see you. Yeah, the weather's here, mate, at last. So, no heater on today. A little bit chilly for the t-shirt, but that's okay. The sun is shining. And let's see if I can... no, I can't. Just can't catch the sun. It's up there somewhere. But, yeah, everything's nice and bright. Yeah, lovely and sunny in... Where are you now, Chris? Barry, correct? Oh, by the way, how's the new flat going? So a little more speed on the pacer. Happily named pacer. I still think that's got a bit of a lean. Thomas Macklin train layout. Hello. Freezing in Ohio. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but well, at least in one part of the world, we've got some decent weather for a change. Yeah, that's a problem if it's been quite clear overnight with no cloud cover. Everything tends to descend to freezing. Hello, James. Happy Easter to you, matey. You got the fireplace going, yeah, just as well. There's no point letting the laws of thermodynamics take over. The flat is coming along slowly but surely. Okay. As long as you're able to get your train fixed, Chris, that should be great. All right, let's have a little more speed on Sugar Palm. Right, let's just tilt you down a little bit. Yeah, that is a, let's read it off the box. It is a Class A2 that we're running today, which is it's a Pacific class locomotive, still in London North Eastern Railway, apple green. You should see that coming behind you now if I get out of the way. There you go. And what it's pulling is a set of Thompson. These are metal-bodied coaches. But what they did is they put a teak effect on the side, so it blended in with all the rest of their genuine teak wooden coaches. But these were steel-bodied with like a faux paint on the side to make them look like teak. These are made by Bachmann. This is the British side of Bachmann, which is far superior to the Bachmann in the States, unless it's Spectrum. They're the most free-rolling. Well, actually, I'll bring the camera down so you can get a better look at it. No, it's not the Flying Scotsman. Very similar in shape and wheel format, being a 462, a Pacific locomotive with its white wall wheels on there. Bachmann did a bang up job on this. I mean, really, really impressive unit. This was slightly later. I think this was actually designed by Peppercorn rather than Gresley. I think Gresley was already dead by the time this one came out. Hello, Dino. Ah, you're awake. Haha, that's good. Right, okay. And on the other line, what should I say that is? On the up line is the trusty old pacer, which I thought I'd give a little run out. Hi, Sean. Nice to see you, matey. Right, let's I'll just adjust the camera so you can see what's coming. Here we go. I'll try not to get it too sunny because the sun is out and I've got the door open. So let's pop you down there. And that. Oh no, it's going to photo bomb. Sorry about this. Oh, there you go. Yeah, these are all running 12 volts DC. I'll just bring it over into the shade a little. I'll just adjust that a little bit more. How's that? There's the pacer. And I'll slow sugar palm down a bit. I know it's a curious name for a locomotive, but it's running past you now slowly. And those coaches are just to die for. They were really expensive when they came out. Right, Tom says I've got a couple of Hornby Flying Scotsman sets. Waiting for first Bachmann 9F. That'll be a good one. And a Class 66 Evening Star. Yeah, okay. Excellent stuff. Yeah, it's just a shame that everything's so bright today. I'll tell you what, let's try the other direction and you might actually get a better... oh, look, Blackbird. Say hello, Blackbird. Looks to me like I'm a pillock. It could be right. There she blows. Right, let's see what that brings. You might actually get a... Let's speed her up a bit. I did tune in to see your Märklin stuff, Dino. Yeah, very impressive stuff. Here she comes. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Photo bomb. Both an Evening Star livery to represent picture I got from a guy who works at the EMD facility in Muncie, Indiana, where they built the last Class 66. Right, yeah. Well, of course, the Class 66 is the mainstay of our motive power over here at the moment. There's hardly a place in the UK you can go without seeing a Class 66. Yeah, they're pretty good. Come on, my beauty. Tell you what, I'll just try something a little unorthodox. I'll try moving the camera underneath and see if I can actually get it set up. Hold on a second. Right. Oh, how are we going to do this? Let's see if this will work. It might work. Oh, there's the garden. It will work. Here we go. There's the pacer. And here comes Sugar Palm. And those cheap coaches to die for. Right, I'll see if I can crawl back underneath. Now let's have a look, see what kind of picture we actually get here. Can everybody hear me okay? And here comes Sugar Palm. Ooh, that moved. See if I can move it this side a bit. Yeah, difficult to do. We'll see how that works out. You should get quite a bit of sunshine. Hello, Ben. Nice to see you, mate. Oh, blimey, you're in work. Don't you ever give up, mate. Here comes Sugar Palm, Ben. They're the Thompson faux teak metal-bodied coaches. Yeah, it's just a mint day today, Ben. It really is. Sun's out. There's a little bit of cloud up there, just dancing around, but not too much. Here's Sugar Palm. Way. That's on DC. Slow. I don't know what Sam's trains would call that, but I'd say that was pretty good. Yeah, Chris, the other unit's a pacer. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is what a Class A2 looks like. Has it stopped? Surely not. Let's have a little bit more speed. There we go. The name on the body is Sugar Palm. Right. Let's get a little bit of whiz into it. Here we go. These are the Thompson coaches. They're metal bodied, but painted to look like teak. That's what they did to the real thing. And they're Thompsons. And they're the most free rolling coaches I think I've got. They're just amazing. And if you've got any kind of an incline on what you think is a perfectly flat track, this will find it, because you put it on the track and it will just wander away. at the moment. Doesn't feel like it. Last week, all the overtime, right at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a shame about that Carto diesel that you got. What is it? The P42, F42, something like that. And it had a whole worm missing off of one of the gear towers. Outrageous. Are you referring to sugar palm? I don't know. It's a bit of an oddity, that one, Chris. It really is. Can't quite figure that one. Used to have the Hornby teat coaches. Huge disappointment. Yeah. Both the old ones, which didn't have the scale fidelity, and then of course you've got the new ones, which didn't roll very well. Okay, Tom, many thanks for coming in. Always great to see you here. Enjoy yourself. Have a happy Easter. And adios, amigo. Yeah, I'll bet you could. Yeah, GEP42. I was just gobsmacked. I thought, what the hell is going on there? Because you didn't quite specify, Ben, whether it was brand new or new out of a shop or it was an eBay purchase or what. So I was sort of guessing. If it was somebody's, if it was a second-hand item, that's a shitty thing to do. And if it wasn't, what on earth were the people at Carto playing at? Because they're usually top of the range. So I was a bit surprised by that one. In fact, I was very surprised. I didn't want to say I was angry for you, but that's the way it felt. But I'm glad it worked out. Yeah, it is very unlike Carto. From what I know of them, it is literally as good an N-gauge as you can get. There's Mike at Putnam Junction. Hello, Mike. Nice to see you. If anybody would like to oblige me, I'm on 199 subscribers at the moment, and I'm desperate to get over the 200 mark because it's been sitting there a week. So, hi, Tom Houston. How are you? Hi, Paul. Happy Easter, mate. Look again. Oh, can I do that when I'm live streaming? Somebody will have to tell me. If everybody would like to tickle the like button, it's very good for the analytics. I know what a kind and responsive audience I have out there. It's not everybody that would give up their time on a Sunday just to spend a few minutes. So I'm eternally grateful for that. I'm 200 up at last. Whoever it was, thank you very much. It's just been teetering around that spot for about a week. And I thought, oh, please, you know, I know it's just one, but we all like round numbers. And I'm no different. I'm just flesh and blood and bones and skin and that. This gives me a rare opportunity to hide behind the computer. Well, that's very kind of you, Mike. Thanks, Sue, for me. Sparky 107. Hiya, Dave. And good morning to you as well. It must be early morning for you. Right, I'll just slow this one down so you can get a good look at it. This is what we're calling the UK a Class A2, a peppercorn A2 in London North East Railway apple green colours. Come to me, my beauty. A little faster, not too fast. There we go. This loco is called Sugar Palm. I don't know for why it got that name. White wall tyres. And there is, these coaches are called Thompson coaches, and they are metal bodied but painted up to look like teak, so it matched the rest of the stock, Sparky. Greetings, Simo D. Nice to see you on this Easter Sunday. There we go. And they've all got white wall wheels. Now, these are Bachmann coaches, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, Bachmann in the States, second rate. But over here, Bachmann are the people to beat. On t'other line, you will see in a minute one of our provincial diesel multiple units called a Pacer, which were generally disliked because they were it was like a bus on track. But here comes the Sugar Palm in all her glory. Rough ride, very rough, Sparky, very rough. They used to sway. All of the like hand grips inside used to shake and rattle. It was a real donkey. So this one was weathered out of the factory, so it looks a bit grifty and grimy. I can assure you the lights inside of it are not blinking. It's just the frame rate. Are all the Pacers gone now? You know, I believe they are. I believe they are, Dave. I think there's quite a few. The nodding donkeys, yeah, that was all the people inside all nodding away. I think there's a few have gone into preservation because as much as we deride them, they were useful as a transition between the old first generation diesel multiple units and the newer ones. So they had to add something, and they filled a gap. Anyway, it looks like your trip to Greeley in Colorado is gaining a bit of traction, which is, I mean, I'd love to be there, see a big boy and all of that kind of stuff. It's not every day you get to see a 500-ton engine. Yeah, I believe you're right, Chris. They lasted a lot longer than they were supposed to. But who knew that the first generation diesel multiple units would last 40, 50 years? They got 3 units at the local Heritage Railway. Now, that's South Wales. So, which Heritage Railway would that be, Ben? Just pop it in the chat, and we can always take a look at it later. Yeah, that's true. There's 2 static and 1 mobile. Yeah, it's unusual that you find over 10% of them in one area. But there you go. Here's my coffee. Cheers, everybody. As you can see, Dave, it's quite a nice, sunny, mildly cloudy day. This we've had about 2 or 3 days like this now, over all of the ice and snow and freezing cold wind and all the rain and everything. So I'm really enjoying this. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you, mate. And a happy Easter to you. Yes, I was listening to Dr. Mini Prince yesterday. Yeah, you see, Dave, it does actually go in through the ears and stay in there sometimes. So, Robert, I'm really interested. What are you going to be having for dinner this afternoon? Apart from chocolate. Yeah, Robert's been having a bit of trouble with, I believe it's your left shoulder. Is that right, Robert? And it's taking quite a bit of physiotherapy and oohing and ahhing to put it right. And I think it's going to take some time. Yeah. What does everyone say? Happy Easter. Well, you'd expect the death of Christ to be quite a pensive event, but we seem to celebrate it with Easter chits and chocolate and strange religion. But there you go. Yeah, it means a lot of cleaning and bunny poop. No chocolate, steak and pudding. I'd say that was fair. Yeah, unfortunately, every time you take a break, somebody finds you something to do. Have I got point motors? You should be able to see them in operation right about now. Yeah. Yeah, the point motors are underneath the board, Sean, and you have a pin that goes through to the center of the switch, and each one of those underneath, they're the Pico PL10 variety. So it's a basic solenoid. Sunday roast, yes. Yeah, why let Easter put you off? Oh, so it's a big plate of beans and sausages for Sean tonight. Yeah, grill it, save on the gas. I'll tell you what I have got, Robert. I've got a, what do you call it? It's a George Foreman fat burning grilling machine. And you just plug it in. I usually put, what do I usually use it for? I usually use it for fish. For example, mackerel fillets. Put 3 of them in there. And after, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes, they're grilled right through. And of course, mackerel being a very fatty fish, the fat just oozes out of it, which is great. Anyway, it's nice to see such a splendid turnout. Yes, she did have one. Yeah. Yeah, it's still a good little unit. As long as you sort of keep it clean, it's got a Teflon coating on it, which is pretty good. and it's ideal for a small meal, like for just me. Because I know it's Easter Sunday, but my wife's at work at the moment because she works in the care industry. And when you've got like a care home or as it is a brain injuries unit where she works, it's 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Not literally, but obviously they have to have staff cover. Richard's doing nights at the moment, so he's in bed. Poor sod. And I think he rolled in at something like 5 this morning. So I'll leave him in peace and let him get his rest, because his life literally depends on him getting a good night's sleep. Because if you're sleep deprived and you work on the railway, that's a recipe for disaster. Well, considering I haven't had sugar palm out of the box for about a year, she's doing pretty good. Hello, Mick. Happy Easter to you, mate. If you're religious, if you're not, happy Easter anyway. Has anyone seen the video on DC automation? No, that one's escaped me, Robert. Spare a thought for the shift workers. Yeah, absolutely. Somebody's got to do it. And usually it's rather nasty, dirty work. For those that don't know, my son works on the railway for Network Rail. He's a signaller, signalling engineer, which means he can do lots of other disciplines like working on the permanent way and that, whatever they come up with, I suppose. As long as you're qualified to work on it and you've competency in it, you can do it. A layout built on an incline. Well, yeah, there's quite a few Swiss layouts that are built on an incline, and they have a rack and pinion type track. Yes, Robert, I believe he did. I think it was probably my first. But I wouldn't have got to 200 if it wasn't for you, Robert, to which I'm eternally grateful. It just shows you what a good friend you've turned out to be. I'm a good judge of character. And Robert's one of the best. Well, Lord Al's in the house. There's a bit of bowing and scraping. How are you, Alan? I hope it's nice and sunny in North Wales. Yeah, that's true, Robert. I suppose not everybody picks up the mantle and runs with it. That depends. There's a lot goes on in people's lives. I'm not one really to judge. It just happened for me at the right time, I suppose. There's Newlyn Railway. Hello, Clive. How's the roof going, matey? $499. Somebody get Clive over the edge, please. I would do it myself, Clive, but I'm already a subscriber. You're playing in the shed with your trains. That's outrageous, Alan. What makes you want to do a thing like that on a day like this? Because it's fun, that's why. And you're going to be out there shortly, yeah? Yeah, Clive, it's a case of make hay while the sun shines. Cheers, everybody. I know it's sad. 501, Clive, you're over the edge of the cliff. Cliff? No, maybe not. Now, when I get round to fitting the bus wire, fancy popping round to give me a hand? Yeah, you could do that, Al. Get the old creaky knees going. Yeah, Robert, somebody else was working on iTrains. Was it Collins Engage? I know he calls it like Container Junction or something like that now. I can't quite remember. Sometimes he's actually in the chat, but he was using iTrains and he came out with a completely different set of problems than you did. So he did give you a mention, and I thought, oh, there's somebody else that knows Robert's trains. Robert Valentine, a legend in Harwich. Clive, you're welcome. And I've actually been helped over the 200 mark this morning. So this afternoon. So I'm very grateful. I'm extremely grateful. Oh, you put a vaccine up. Yeah, that's difficult. That's a difficult thing to do. It's not easy. It's probably awkward. Yeah, you're right, Robert. It does look quite a bit more complicated. I bet you're knackered, Alan. Well, you've always got the shed to recline in. Yeah, Dino, do let your dinner go down because there's no point getting cramped trying to do too much after a big meal. Anyway, the good news is I fixed Sierra number 3. So if anybody would like to see her out, I'll happily oblige. In fact, should we have a little change round? Right, I'll run into the pile. All right. Okay. She's now into platform 2. And stop. Isolated. Now I've got to run this one over onto the outside. Now you'll see that's now gone onto the outside track. There you go. Turn that down. And then I'll just pop this one away. And then I'll switch over to DCC. Right. Open that one. Reverse the polarity. Back into its siding. Into the bay platform she goes. Isolated. And that's that. Right. Now I'm going to switch over to DCC. which is done. I'm going to put Sierra number 3 on the inside track. So I'll just set the road for that. Like that. Let's get her fired up. Loco number 3333. Open that. Now, 8 forward. She's on her way, chaps. She's on the outside track, wants to go inside. So I'll give her a quick run around. Right, she's on her way. Tom, you're stuck on 11. We can do something about that. We can do something about that. Right, here comes Sierra number 3. I'll get her over onto the inside track. Give me a minute. She's coming bang road at the moment. Here she comes. For those of you that like Casey Jones, here's the engine that starred in it. Oh, so James is on 398. We only need another 3 just to make it absolutely sure. Right. Okay, now in theory, this should go on to the inside track. Yes, sir, Bob. Right, I'll just reset the road. And now I can bring out yet another. So we need that one over, that one over, that one over. I need to open that line there. I'll go over onto Loco 1, 2, 3. Sound. Direction reverse. Okay, they're on their way. Right, we are ready. Peter Dixon's book. Now that is good news. Right, I'll just turn the sound down on this one a bit because it can be a bit noisy. I just can't remember the function that turns the sound down. It's one of the high ones. So give me a second. Zero, not into loco. Option one. No. Option two. No. Option three. No. Option four. That's it. Function 24. Well, Dino, I'm going to hope to be at both days. It's within driving range for me. It's about 30 miles away. So I should be able to make both days. But it comes just after some annual leave that my wife's got. So it's all a bit vague at the moment. I'll do my best, though. Let's give her a bit of speed. See what I'll do. I'll pull her up, and you've got a minibus to camping. Right, let's slow her down a bit. She's coming out of the shadows now. Mr. Timber Surf, how are you, sir? Happy Easter. Here she comes now. Right, let's get some jollop down the old spout, and let's see if we can get some smoke out of her. Okay. Here is my trusty syringe. No more than 5 milliliter. Okay. Now I can just put on the smoke. I think it's function 8. We shall see. See if any smoke comes issuing out. Yeah. Let's just move it forward a little. There's the smoky. Right, I'll start her off, and she says start chuffing. Here we go. That's a pretty good picture, if I say so myself. And I got out the malachite green stock. There's only one Bob, Battle of Britain. Actually, it's a West Country. This one is Blackmore Vale. But there's nothing in it. They just named them different. This is essentially the same locomotive. Not the biggest show, but quality. Yeah, you're right about that. There's something about Getz that the other shows don't have. I don't know if it's just the size of it. It's not too overpowering. The way it's laid out, I'm not sure what it is. Or just the quality of the company that's there. because it's a blast. Here comes the steamer. Coming out the shadows right now. Oh bugger, what have I done? So I just stopped it when I should have kept it going. Okay, wrong one. This one. Right, let's stop you right there. More jollop. There we go. Okie dokie. Right, let's put the lid back on that. Don't want that evaporating or bursting into flames. Right, let's get this little beauty on the march again. Right, now I should be able to give you a blast of Sierra number 3 doing smoky stuff. I've got this one under function 6. Just check, yeah. Oh, now, Ben. Now, if you could make it the gets, that would be just great. There'd just be so many people that we all know. Right, coming up now, I'm going to engage the smoke now. Oh, wrong one. No, it isn't. It's the right one. Oh, that's a bit of fun. You've seen parts 1 and 2 before. It's only part 3, Milton Keynes Station. Okay, Dino, thanks for coming in. Much obliged. Oh, the old Western carriages, yeah, they're River Rossi carriages, AT and SF. Yeah, they've got an air of antiquity about them. Also, oh, yeah, parts 1, 2, and 3. I'm with you now, Alan. Yeah, that's Pete Waterman's layout. That should be a monster. Right, here comes Sierra number 3. Let's have some smoke come issuing out of her. Ah, Mr. Langton Road as well. Welcome in, sir. And happy Easter to you. Oh, mic's off as well. Heading off to the model room. Yeah, that's a good plan. Thanks for coming in, Mike. And thanks for helping me get over 200. Much obliged. Now, there would be a thing. Timber surf. It gets. And you're in someone's video too. Interesting. Well, why not? Who is going to criticize somebody's face? Because all of our faces have got so many wrinkles and crinkles. Does it really matter? 200's fine for me, Alan. It's never mind the quality, feel the width. I might just have 200, but what a 200? Yeah, that's right. Peter Dixon was down there with the Beckenham club at Getz last year. I think he was rushed off his feet a bit. When he goes to do a voiceover, the hardest thing is to relax in front of the camera. I think the more you do it, the easier it becomes. It does get busy on the tippy tappy. You're right about that. I'll give you a bit of movement now. Let me just go and grab the camera and I'll bring it back inside. Here's a little view underneath. Yeah, what a rat's nest. But it all works. And you can pull the wires, you can trace them. Nothing's that fixed. There's one of the modules for the lights underneath. Yeah, it's pretty basic stuff. As long as you don't get any shorts. There's literally the power going through to the rails. So here we go. We're back. Oh, have a garden. Right, here we go. There we go. How's that? Oh, look, a country view. Oh, we've run out of jollop. We can fix that. It doesn't matter on the bullet because it's got a smoke unit in there that senses when the smoke runs out. It just turns the element off so it doesn't burn out. Yeah, when you've got a big live audience, yeah, that's true. But it depends if you're nervous enough to get overwrought. All right, let's pop the smoke off. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Oh, my favourite. Right, let's go around to 1, 2, 3. Right, hold it right there, boy. Let's get some more jollop in there. Right, here goes. Right. On this particular loco, it's function 8 that turns it on. And let's get her rolling. Yep, smoking. Right, let me just catch up with the chat. Okay, James, thanks for coming in. Much obliged. It's always fun to have you on. Yeah, Robert and Alan as compares. There's a fun thing. Yeah. Here we go. Here she comes. Smoking. Let's see if I can. 2, 3, 3. I'll wait until she comes into the picture and then I'll pop the smoke unit on. There should still be some in there. Here we go. Yeehaw! Bit of fun. Tom's never liked smoke units, always seen smoke as a bad sign. Well, the first train set I ever got was a little Triang Hornby unit with synchro smoke in it. And I loved it. It was quite ineffective, but it did work. And it just spurred me on to greater things. So when I saw what the American trains were doing with people like Broadway and MTH, and then later on, or at the same time, ESU and Märklin and Fleischmann, I thought, look at this. It's this one here. That's a fan-assisted smoke unit synchronized to the chuff on DCC. And I love it. Here comes this. Let's hit number 6. See what we can get out of it this time. Cap pop. Pew. This one is a more conventional Zaute smoke unit, better known to us as Choo. It's a 10-wheeler, the Sierra. It's a 460. Yeah, you're right, Chris. It's got that staggered arrangement of 2 sets of driving wheels, then a third one. I don't know why they did that. whether it was just an elongation or not, just so they could get a bigger boiler, bigger grate area. Yeah, synchronous smoke was great. Yeah, the theory about it was great, but you had to have the thing racing timber surf to actually get any smoke out of it whatsoever. Right, let's get Sierra number 3 smoking. There's a problem with the water vapor ones, Alan, in that the smoke doesn't hang in the air. The water vapor just drops straight to the track, and it looks very unprototypical. Whereas with this stuff, because it's being heated, hot air will always rise. So the smoke that's been heated will be lighter than air. Where if you use a vape unit, the water droplets are heavier than air, and they'll just drop to the track. So it looks a bit, to me, it looks a bit naff. But there you go. I suppose if you're asthmatic, then yeah, it might be the thing for you. But other than that, I tend to stick to smoke oil because it hangs whole lot better. Look at that. Look, the smoke's going up, not down. Oh, thanks, Lee. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I'll be tuning in a bit later. I believe you're on at 5. Is that correct? And to get one done, £250 on top of the loco cost. So the Re ones are not so bad. Yeah, they're French, I believe, the Re ones. Yeah, safe. If you know what you're doing with electronics, Tom, and how heating elements work and things like that, it's fine. The one that's in the Bullet Pacific is an ESU spares. Comes out of a V100 diesel, and I shoehorned it into the Bullet Pacific, and it works. It doesn't get too hot. Yeah, the TRS ones are very dear, and as I say, the water vapor tends to descend to the track a bit too fast. So it comes shooting out of the funnel and then does an abrupt U-turn and hits the track. And you think, oh, it seems to be more prototypical when it's running fast, because it tends to cling to the model a lot better, which is what it did in real life. 250 quid for a conversion. Well, that's probably about right, because you've got the cost of the unit, you've got the cost of the DCC chip that's controlling it, which is usually a Zimmo, and of course their expertise stripping your model down and adapting it. Yeah, self-weathering locos. Well, I've never had trouble like that. They say, oh, well, it covers all of your stock in oil. No, it doesn't. That's another fallacy. Yes, and you can also have steam cocks now. Again, I think that's taking things a little too far. Yeah, so the Bullet Pacific here, I can leave that going until the smoke oil is absolutely finished, and it would just turn the element off, because it's got enough electronics in there to monitor it and turn it off. And he did one for his engine shed. It looked like fog on the ground. Well, Tom, it depends how long you want to save up to do it. If you're still hot enough to do it after the period of saving up, yeah, go ahead and do it. But like with any hobby, it's whether you can stay hot enough for long enough to do it, to get it done. Here comes my baby, Sierra number 3. Who's disappeared again, Robert? Self-made from a vape machine. Yeah, it can be done. But again, the water vapour is heavier than air. So if you want it to sit down near the track, like down here, yeah, fine. A water vape will get that. But other than that, vape fluid is not water. Okay, but it's probably based on water. Yeah, each to their own. Yeah, if you've got something you want to do and you're burning to do it, yeah, go do it. Well, the stuff I'm using is this. Saute. Steam smoke distillate. And it says, don't drink it. Now, I do have some water-based ones, but the others are more of a petroleum-based ones, I think, but not sure. I always thought they were based more on an oil-type fluid, particularly as the way they feel in your fingers. They're obviously not water-based, I wouldn't have thought. Three types: water, ultrasonic, vape, glycerol, and oil petrochemical. Yeah, it's difficult knowing what they are, actually, though, Timber Surf. So I do have some, see if I can find it. Well, I've got this, which is proto smoke. That's coal scented. I'm not sure what it says on it though. Do not induce vomiting, so that suggests it is probably oil based. See if it's harmful or fatal if swallowed. This product contains white mineral oil, a petroleum distillate. Right. Yeah, so it just bears out what you're saying, Timber Surf. That last one, that was petroleum based. Yeah, glycerol. I may be wrong, but I have heard that some people have actually used baby oil in their smoke machines, like the Zaute smoke machines. Whether that's true or not, I've never tried it myself, but not something I think I want to try actually. Yeah, whatever it is, it's heated so that it's lighter than air, and as it comes out as a smoke rather than a vapor, it tends to hang in the air rather than just drop straight to the ground. 98% mineral oil, 2% fragrance. Did work, but not as well. Oh, okay. Right, guys. So I've got a few things I want to do. Let's just drag you around a bit. I like trains. Yeah, look at that. What a teacher. Fabulous. Well, I hope that gave you your Easter treat. So I'm going to cut it short about here, and there's a couple of things I want to do up the house. So thanks everybody for coming in and keeping me company. It's always a blast on a Sunday sharing the stream with you guys, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep enjoying yourself. Thanks for coming in, Alan, Timbersurf, Clive, Tom Houston, Robert, and our American and Canadian cousins. Ben, Eagle Creek, great channel. Chris, a gentleman as always. So, and Langton Road, thanks for coming in. Always a pleasure to see you. And have a bit of fun on a Sunday. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch you next week, guys. So let's take it easy out there. Take care, guys. Bye.